Hello, good morning, everyone. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. Oh my gosh, it's another Monday. How does that happen so fast? I'm really happy to be here with you guys this morning out here by the pool in Florida. We had no hurricanes, it was very mild, just a nice tropical storm at best. But good morning, everyone. Today we're going to be talking about consistent cash flow, or if I put it another way, why you might be experiencing inconsistent cash flow. So I'm going to wait for a couple of you to join, come in. I'm going to see if I can. Hey, Lisa, Tanya, good morning, Camille. See if I can go back a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. All right. So can you guys just give me some thumbs up or write in the comments? Let me know that you're hearing me clearly. That's always one of my concerns when I use this fun technology. But that would be really great. So good morning to all of you. Welcome to the start of another incredible week. There's lots in store. We're in a brand new month. I don't know about you, but I wrote all my intentions out for this month, been mentoring our clients to do the same thing. Set your intentions and make a list of inspired actions. What are some of the things that you're being inspired to do so that those intentions manifest, right? So because we have to do both. We have to set our intentions and be really clear about what we're asking and we're calling into our lives for this month. But we also want to match that with what are some actions that we're being inspired to take. And I'll tell you, half the time when I make that list, it's not necessarily that I even take those specific actions. Truthfully, just by acknowledging that that's the equation and with my intention to take the action, sometimes I get inspired to take a totally different action. But the bottom line is, come the end of the month, I've manifested my overall intention, right? So that's what I want you guys to be doing. Awesome. Yay, we have friends. Good morning. All right. So I know that there's so much of you that are going to be interested in this topic. And I know that from my heart because this is a conversation that I hear all the time. I'm going to ask you this morning, though, if you're watching live or if you're watching the replay, could you just like or give a heart to the video right now? Does something with the algorithms, gets Facebook to share it to other people. And especially if you could tag someone, maybe you know a person or a group of people who you know that this is something that they're also challenged with. I know for me, if I were watching, I could tag 10 people easily because the reality is this is something that we all go through at some period in our life, right? So if you could just give some likes and some hearts and share and tag and do a watch party and all that fun stuff, that would be great. So let's talk about this inconsistent cash flow. And I want you to know I'm doing this series called Real Money Talk. I know I get on here a lot and I give I'm always sharing from my heart and sharing from a very how to manifest money or how to manifest things kind of perspective. But I want you to know for the next 4 weeks, the topics that I'm coming on every Monday morning and talking to you about are real things that in my mentoring with my clients, I have had to help them address and mentor and coach and guide them and tell them exactly what to do. So this is not some pie in the sky conversation. This is the stuff that people are really being challenged with. And I know I've been through it. I tell people the only way that I could give advice on this stuff is that I've been through it myself. I figured out what I did to get to the other side, and that's what I share. Really, it's not I've read a book or watched a movie. I've done it in my own life, and I've guided other people to do it in their own lives, and I've seen the results. So for the next 4 weeks, I want to talk about inconsistent cash flow. I want to talk about deservingness and money. I want to talk about you're asking for more money, but there's something that you're not doing after that, right? So it's going to be real conversations to highlight some of the ways that you might be challenged with financial abundance. And of course, it's August, so you know what that means. At the end of the month, we're going to be doing our second, we do two usually. So we're doing our second money attraction challenge. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. Mark your calendar, the week of August 31st to September 4th. That entire week, mark it off right now. Like write dollar signs all over your calendar, put it in your phone, be ready. This is going to be incredible. I've been using the summer to get so many downloads. I'm bringing some really high level mentors that have guided me. I'm bringing some real clients on that have gotten major breakthroughs. Because I think when I talk about it, it's one thing, but when you hear people who, just went through this, it inspires you even more to see what's possible for you. All right. So good morning. Welcome. I see lots of good morning. I love it. All right. So I was having a mentoring call and with a one-on-one call with one of my clients, and she said, Tasha, everything is going great. I'm manifesting so many incredible things. The only thing left is just consistent cash flow. Like money is coming in and I'm manifesting money, but the only thing left is consistent cash flow. Now, if you know me well enough, we could do an entire video with just that, right? Right there, is where this conversation begins. But is a whole energy in and of itself. However, we're going to pause and I'm going to get to that in a little bit. And the thing that happened when she said it though, is that it wasn't just the words that she said. She's a mom. She has two young boys. She has a husband. She's doing her dream business. Her husband stands in support of her. And, she's been at this business for a while. And I know what that feels like when you're following something that you're so passionate about. You're experiencing waves of success. But let's all face it, the thing that gives us peace at night is knowing there's money in the bank, and there's going to be money in the bank tomorrow and the day after that and the day after that. And it's going to keep flowing. So it's consistent. Like we can count on the money being there, which is why my affirmation is money flows easily, consistently, and in large amounts. Because I figured out those three pieces combined give me a lot of financial peace. So with this client, when she said that, again, it wasn't just that she was saying, yeah, but the only thing is, it wasn't like she was complaining. It was deeper than that. It was, I'm staying awake at night because I know that my husband is kind of watching through the side of his eyes going, all right, how long are we going to do this? You know, and she's also measuring her success of this dream by, is the money flowing in? Can I'm being successful because there's consistent income. People really do want my product because they're always purchasing it. So there's so much tied to this consistent income. That's not only our own measure of success, but we have families to support, right? We have food to put on the table, mortgages to pay, bills to pay, and the peace of mind that comes with knowing this is how money flows consistently cannot be underscored. So I felt for her when she said that. And I thought to myself, all right, Tasha, we have to do a Facebook Live about this, because what it touched in me, and I always tell my clients, and I'll tell you this, that the reason you're attracted to me and you watch these Facebook Lives and you're in our programs and you do our challenge is that we're a mirror of each other. What I've been through, maybe what you're going through right now, or even where I am might be where you are. And as I'm scaling up and getting to the next level, then, I'm sharing with you and you're getting there too. But for most of you, you are where I was. So I know that when someone comes to me and shares something like that, it's just a mirror of what I myself have experienced. And so I said to her, so right now you're talking about money flowing into you is inconsistent, right? Money flowing into you is inconsistent. So if this is you, I just want you to think about this. Money flowing in is inconsistent. And now I want you to look on the other side of that equation. How is money flowing out from you? And specifically, I want you to look at how you pay your bills, how you honor your debts. I don't like using that word. I always say outstanding balances. So how you honor your outstanding balances. If you're in the cycle of robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you're sitting there, trying to always figure out how you can just do the minimums, or you paid it this month, but you didn't pay it next month, what you have right before you is the solution to inconsistent cash flow. Money flows in inconsistently to you. And I want you to look at how consistent you are being with money flowing out. That right there is what I figured out when I was getting overdraft notices. I had just filed for bankruptcy. I was stressed out at the time of the month when I had to pay my bills every month. It was just always, I was losing sleep. I was unhealthy. I was not the best mom I could be. Very just scattered and worried and anxiety ridden all the time over money, because on the one side of my equation, I had all this fear, all this worry, all this anxiety about will I have enough money to cover my responsibilities. And then on the other side, when it came to paying them, because I was in such a lack mentality, I was trying to hold on to every little penny I had. So I just paid just the bare minimum. And if I could do, finagle something so that I could delay the payment, I was doing it, even if I had no reason to, because this side of my formula where I was looking at the money coming in and seeing that there wasn't very much and looking at the money going out, I had the same energy on both sides. So before I share the 3 actions that you can take today, I want every single person watching, I want you to type this in the comments. And here's the thing. When I tell you to type, I know you might just be like, whatever you think about why I ask you to type. So I'm going to tell you this morning that when you type it, it actually creates a new level of consciousness. Like you're typing it, you're hearing my words right now, and it's getting in there. But when you type it, you get it a little bit deeper. And if you have pen and paper, after you type it, I want you to also write it. And it's just going to start to percolate within your subconscious mind. And you're going to see that even without thinking about this conversation further, it might be a random thought later today, or you might go to pay your bills a week from now, and you're going to remember this conversation because you took the time to type what I'm about to tell you. So here we go. The flow of money. The flow of money is the energy you give to it. The flow of money is the energy you give to it. So that works on both sides of your finances. The flow of money is the energy you give to the money flowing in. What's the energy you're giving to the money flowing in? And what's the energy you're giving to the money flowing out? And you want to make sure that you have the same energetic correlation on both sides. You don't want to be worried about the money flowing in. I promise you, you actually can't even do it. If you're worried about the money flowing in, you're not going to be having great energy with your money flowing out. You actually can't do it. So what you wanted, and I don't need to go into that, you get it, right? I can't be sitting over here worried, do I have enough money? But, oh, you know what? Let me go over here and just be abundant with my bills. You're not going to be able to do it. So you want to be really clear. Let me say it again. The flow of money, the way money is flowing to you, is it consistent or is it inconsistent? If you want it to be consistent, you have to think about this. The flow of money is the energy that you give to it. If you're in lack and if you're constantly worried about, are you going to get enough money? Are people going to pay you? Are you going to have the right clients? Are they going to pay you what you're worth? And you have that energy on the side of the money flowing in, then you're also going to have that energy on the way you pay your bills. I don't have enough. I can't pay. You know what? Let me see if I can just pay the minimum because I don't know over here on the money flowing in if the clients are going to come in, right? If the money's going to come in on that side. So this was such a breakthrough for me at a time when nothing changed. I didn't get any new clients. I didn't, win the lottery. I didn't find money. Nothing changed for me other than that I figured out the energy I was bringing to money on both sides. And I changed it. And I could do that without making another dollar. And so that's what I want to share with you this morning. I want to give you, this is going to blow your mind. I don't know if she's watching, but I think she's on vacation this week with her family, actually. When I told her what to do, she was in shock. I said, okay, we have this coaching call. We're going to take the next 5 minutes and I'm going to solve this for you. It's going to be so easy. It's going to blow your mind. Right? So here we go. Number one, I want you to, number one, type this, right? I want you to become consistent in paying your obligations. Become consistent in paying your obligations. So what I mean by that is if you're looking for money to flow consistently into you, then I want you to make an agreement. And actually, what I did was I said, every single bill, I am committed to paying the minimum at least. Every single bill. I'm not going to try to delay it or put it off or make new arrangements. Nope. Every single bill, I'm committed to being consistent in paying the minimum amount. Every single person that I owe money to, whatever it is, I want you to really become committed to this. Be consistent in the way money flows out from you. And then I want you to challenge yourself and say, can I pay any extra? Can I be consistent in paying extra? When I did this back in the day, extra for me was sometimes $5, sometimes it was $10. I'm not talking about major amounts of money, and I'm not going to tell you I deprived myself of my Starbucks to do it. I just committed. I am going to show the universe in total faith that I'm consistent in honoring the way money flows out to me, and I'm consistent in faith. I am so abundant, I can pay extra. Because what you get tripped up on is you're thinking, I'm not going to pay extra because I don't have it. Or paying extra would mean an extra $100 or an extra $200. Or I want to pay my mortgage off, so let me make an extra mortgage payment. No, it doesn't have to be that. It's not about the amount. You want to write this too. It's not about the amount of money. It's about the energy and the intention of the action. So if you want money to flow consistently to you, then step number one, I want you to just make a commitment right now. And this is not optional, like one of my favorite sayings from one of our clients was, you don't wake up in the morning and go, do I brush my teeth today? Do I put on deodorant? It's not optional. Like, you do that every single day. So this commitment is not optional. You are going to make a list and you're going to decide what that minimum payment is and go with the minimum, go with the bare minimum. The thing is, you want to, the importance of what you're doing here is making a commitment. So you're making a commitment to paying the minimum, and where you can, you're going to make a commitment to pay extra. And the energy of, I am committed, I have the money, I have extra, says to the universe on the side of money flowing out to you that you are abundant. And it's going to start to, it must, because everything is energy, right? So it must reflect on the money coming in. And that's what happened to me. Within a few months, like, my entire financial life started to change because I did this. So that's action number one. Action number two, money loves purpose. And so many times you'll hear me share, especially during the challenge, that you want money to flow consistently to you, but the energy that you have around money is so weighted and so heavy. Remember, I said the flow of money is dependent on the energy that you give to it. So for me back then, all I could think about, I was constantly thinking about money just for the purpose of paying my bills. And I always say, like, if money were my lover, and I was like, the only reason I have you around is to pay my bills. That's it. Like, that lover would not want to be in my life for too long. So it's the same thing with money. It's just, I'm using that example so you can get the energy that I'm talking about. If you bring the energy of, your only purpose here is to just take care of this thing that's so dreaded in my life, then you yourself are now magnetic to money because you have a weighted energy around it. However, if you give money the purpose of fun or something that you really aspire to in life, then money is going to start flowing to fill that requirement that you have given it, and it's going to happily do it for you. I promise you, this is one of my favorite things to do with money. I love saying money. I never ever go, you know what? I'm asking for an extra $20,000. It's always, I am so grateful I got an extra $20,000 so that I can go away for the summer for 8 weeks, so that I can pay for my daughter's school, so that I can go get my house cleaned every week, whatever it is. I'm very clear about the things that make me feel more expansive in life and make me happier, the things I'm dreaming of. And I let money know, this is the purpose I want you to fulfill. So I want you, you've heard me say this before, and if you haven't done it yet, maybe this morning that's your action, is just to make a list right now of some fun things that you have been not enjoying in life because you haven't told money, this is what I want you to do for me. What are some fun things that you're stopping yourself from doing because you're thinking you don't have enough money? Well, money is not going to flow consistently to you if the only purpose you have for it is bills. Like, bills are very, we have minimum dues for every single bill. We don't really need extra for that. But if you want consistent extra money flowing, you have to set up an energetic container that lets money know, this is what I want you to fill. And then the last one, that I want you. So you see, it's no big thing I'm telling you to do. I'm not telling you to go, attract more clients, do any major changes. I'm just wanting you to become aware of the energy you have on the way money flows to you and the way money flows out to you. But I want you to start with the way money flows out to you. That's what I want you to really look at, right? Because you are very aware that money isn't flowing in consistently the way you would like. You have a full awareness of that. That's why you're watching. What you might not be aware of is how you're doing with money flowing out from you, how consistent and abundant and expansive you are energetically on that side of the equation. You guys getting that? See that connection? Can you give me some thumbs up? Because when I got this, like I said, I didn't win the lottery. I didn't get any new business. In fact, I barely had a business. I had nothing changed financially for me, except I started to bring this energy to my finances, and everything started to change. The business started to grow. The business I'm in came into my life during this period, right? So that's what I want you to see. And then hearing this, oh my gosh, I'm now reading your comments. So here's the last one, number 3. When I heard her say, but everything is going great, but the only thing is money isn't, I'm manifesting money, but it's not manifesting or flowing consistently. Right there, right there is what you're all either saying or thinking, isn't it? Am I right? You're all, for the most part, if you are concerned about money, that's a thought that you have. Gosh, I know this is working. I see things are getting better, but it's not consistent, or but it's not the amount that I want. And right there is the first major step that you can take to solving this. I was coaching my clients last week, and I shared, this principle to them. You have to die to your reality. Like, it has to become non-existent to you. You cannot give it even thought energy. You can't be out there saying, but money isn't flowing consistently, but I don't have enough. But Tasha, but what do you want me to do? I don't have the money to pay the bills. Like, you cannot acknowledge the appearance, because that's all it is an appearance. And it is in your reality right now because in the past you had some thoughts, you had some fearful thoughts that created your current financial reality. But if you continue to feed those thoughts and give energy to it, it's going to continue to show up. So you will never hear me say, but everything's great. It's just, but the money isn't flowing. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to start to think and speak, even to yourself. Doesn't matter if you're talking to your mentor and you're like, but I want to be real. No, you don't want to be real, actually. You want to speak into existence what you desire. So I am so grateful. My bills are paid and I always have excess. I am so grateful. Make that be your concern. You find yourself starting to worry about money. I'm so grateful. My bills are all paid this month and I have excess. The first month, that excess might be $10. Who cares? You manifested your desire. The next month, it's going to be 100. The next month, it's going to be 1,000. Eventually, it's going to be 100,000 extra. I promise you. I promise you. But that's never going to happen if you keep giving energy to, but this situation is my reality financially. You guys get that? All right. So I'm so grateful. My bills are paid and I have excess. I am so grateful. I am so well paid. So you're giving some energy on both sides. I'm so grateful. Money flowing in is just flowing in abundance. I'm so well paid. I attract money from multiple sources, right? In passive income, in expected and unexpected ways. Money just flows to me. I'm amazed how I'm always attracting money. Like, that's your conversation with yourself and with others. And on the outflow, I'm so grateful. All my bills are always paid. My bills are paid in full and I have excess. Always. That's just my reality. That's what I speak and what I say. And so if you're having a conversation with your mentor and you want to address that, you're looking for some support with this, what I would say is, Tasha, everything is great. Everything in my business is great. And I'm so excited that the universe continues to show me ways that I can create consistent income. I am so grateful that the universe just continues to show me ways that I can create consistent income. In fact, I'm getting evidence of it every day. Do you see how You can still address what it is that you're wanting to say, but you're speaking and thinking of it in the affirmative, and therefore creating that as a reality. Those are the three things I told her to do. I told her to go make a plan to become consistent with her bills and her obligations, the way money flows out to her, and it was going to change the way money flowed in on the other side. The second thing, go create a fund or a profit account. Go to the bank, just open an account, put any little bit of extra money. And I say this, and I even have told this to my clients. Every single one of you watching can add $1 a day to that account. Every single person without fail. Go get your little piggy bank, do whatever you need to do. It's not about how many of you have not done it because you're thinking, I don't have extra money. I promise you, you can find $1. It's not about the amount of money. It's about the energy and the faith that you have in taking the action. So go open a bank account and put in $1 every day. Think about how you're going to make that dollar be like $1,000 for you. Make it feel like that. Bring that energy and watch it grow. And before you know it, in ways you cannot even understand, you're going to be going on the vacation, buying the car, paying for your kids' tuition, whatever it is that you purpose for that money is going to happen, even if the money isn't even in the bank account, because the energy you had in doing it was present. And last but not least is speak and think in terms of prosperity, not lack. All right. So now that I have all of you here watching, I'm going to say again, we are 4 weeks away from our next money attraction challenge. 5 days. We're going to be having conversations about this. And the theme of this money attraction challenge, I don't think I've ever done a theme before, but the theme, pause and listen to this, because I know so many of you, this is where, you have your little thing with money. The theme is going to be deservingness. The entire week, I'm going to be talking about, do you truly feel and are you truly aligned to deserving the money that you're asking for, right? So I'm bringing on multimillionaires, and we're talking about how they overcame their deservingness issues so that they could attract the money that they wanted. I'm bringing on my clients who, they've figured out, oh my God, I've been working so hard because I don't believe I deserve the money to come easily. So a lot of conversation around deservingness. 5 days, the Money Attraction Challenge. It's going to be August 31st to September 4th. If you're watching and you have never registered, you've never done this challenge before, go ahead and go to Money Attraction Challenge, just like that, moneyattractionchallenge.com, and get yourself registered right now. Start inviting friends. We have an awesome referral system. If you refer people in, we love to generously say thank you. So if you know you are already registered, start sharing that link with all of your friends, telling everyone to come on board. I know that I got the download to have this theme because there's so many people who this is their challenge. You're doing everything right, but it's not flowing because you don't believe you deserve it, right? So if you also like this, let me know. Write in the comments. I'm excited for the challenge. Let me know something that I'm onto something here, and this is the conversation that you want us to be having. All right, so August 31st to September 4th, moneyattractionchallenge.com. Register yourself if you've never done the challenge before, and please start sharing the link. Bring your friends in. Like I said, we have an amazing way that we say thank you to those of you that refer people to us. All right, mwah, mwah, mwah. Go have an amazing rest of your week. And you can take 3 actions today, none of which is hard work, to start creating consistent cash flow in your lives. I promise you it worked for me and it works for all my clients. So I trust that this advice is the thing that you've been needing. All right, bye everyone. Have a great day.